Hello and welcome back. I'm People Joe, and this is Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, where we smog up the area around the chemical plant, but luckily at least it's working, so that's wonderful. I know I have to build a city. I also know that I haven't done this in over 2 weeks, so there's a lot of stuff to catch up for me. Plus, I'd really like the coal area next to us to actually get started and produce our own power and coal and those things. That'd be great because I want the bricks. The bricks are cool. We still have to plan the city. Yes, I know. Plus, a bunch of comments said that I missed the real coal vein near the steel industries, so I'm gonna go look at the Steel Valley again. Oh, trains! More trains! Maybe. I hope you're able to tell that I'm 100% totally serious about probably knowing what I'm trying to do. That's what we're gonna go with. This one kind of is important to me because if I really missed it, then there's a better way to do this, and I should do this as soon as possible. However, looking at this, I don't see a bigger extra vein anywhere around this. It's like right in front of me. It seems like where the real coal vein is, and that's fine. There's another coal vein down here.Maybe that's what the comments were talking about, but I'm not really concerned about that at all. I mean, there's another one next to it, but I don't know that I need more coal here. Maybe I do. And if I do, we'll just grab it from there. But for right now, I think we are A-okay. So, 3 workers without a job. That's fine. We have barely any money in the bank. That's not great. And, oh, this is a big one. Someone pointed this out and I misunderstood it, as I usually would. But I set this train up wrongly, as you would think. Because the problem here is we go to Dover Large Customs House. That's where we start. Then we go to Rugby Warehouse, where, guess what? There's a lot of chemicals needed there because that's our fabric factory. And then I go to the chemical warehouse and drop off chemicals everywhere else, where I drop them off probably just in one of these two. Then I go to Customs House, and then the Rugby Warehouse is not gonna get any chemicals. No bueno, as they say. So I have to switch this one around. It would be nice if there was just an arrow that lets me move the things around like it already does in other places, but it doesn't. Therefore, this is what we're going to do. This will make it very inefficient because boards are also out of... let's just do the boards at the same time, and then it can go all over the place. This is not an efficient train line anymore. Not saying that it ever was. Why would you go here? that's not even... Okay, discard all those changes because I clicked on boards. That makes sense. So, boards, excuse me, go away. Chemical warehouse, go away. Behind Dover Large Customs House, click this, go to Chemical House, pick up chemicals, please, and thank you. Do not wait until loaded. And then go to the wood boards thingamabob, load boards from here, and then you should be good to go. I don't think that's going to be that much longer to turn on our rail distribution office, but for right now, that's what we have. Someone did point out they don't have a water connection yet. That is easy to remedy, really, because we have set up everything else now in such a way that we could have some dirty water coming from right here. Dirty water is it's a dirty word here, probably, but we could have some dirty water coming straight down here. I'm pretty sure that none of the other industries need anything water-wise. But if I learned one thing, it is to never underbuild your water stuff from the get-go. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to add another water switch over here. Then I'm going to connect this thing to this thing. And now, if I find another industry or another thing that does need a water connection, dirty water that is, this is all dirty water because it's the water that goes in the chemical plant. The chemical plant does not get clean water. If any of them need anything, I have something now, and the rail distribution office can probably get turned on relatively soon. So far, so good. What should we do here? I think increased birth rate sounds the most enticing for right now, because population. Let's look at this. That one's full, that one's not full, this one is not full, this one is not full at all, etc., etc. There's a lot of room for people. So getting some youth in here should be beneficial for everyone. So that should be fine for now. Let's check what our construction offices are currently doing. Nothing. Also nothing. Nothing again. And then you have a couple things going on, but I'm not sure that I want to spread you out all that thin. Let's look at construction group 4, which is those guys. There's nothing over here going on, but you have a lot of the industrial sector going on. Okay. I don't hate that. But I don't know that I like all the areas that you're trying to do something with over here, especially since it's mostly water. And these are not that interesting to me. That one is semi-interesting. Those are fine. Honestly, I'm okay with the things that it has picked up. But what I really would like you to do is start on this one. That will take forever. These things will take forever. And yeah, just get those things started. Costs a lot of steel, but it has to get done. Otherwise, nothing's going to work. What are you? That's a museum. I don't think we need that one yet. What's you? You are just a normal flat. That's beautiful. Yeah, no, let's just assign a couple more housing units here. And then a prison? We don't need a prison yet. I think that's okay for later. Okay. Triple checking. Everything looks fine. And fine is usually, I think I had this number really low at some point and people didn't like it, but then I just increased the number and now they're good. Awesome sauce. All right, let's go to the city. Really? Are you going to look at your construction office first? What they're doing over here. With 15 people that are doing something, they have water, they have coal, they have construction going on. Are you constructioning in the area where I would like you to construct to? Oh, you're really close to this one. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's make sure that this one is not assigned. It's not enabled, so it should continue up into here. And then we will see if we need something else for the bridge construction to get those things moving as well. Okay, with that said, let's go to construction group 8. I don't remember the numbers. I told you it's been like 2 weeks since I had this chance, but I am finally getting to the point where I can do more stuff. And that's exciting. I would like to get all of these built, but without the roads done, that's just not going to happen anytime soon. That makes sense. We could have a shortcut road right through here. Get started on a couple other things. I think that's what we should do right now. Nope, not gravel. Just regular road. You go this way. You would go this way, and then we tell our construction crew 8 that the local warehouse is ready for you. These guys are ready for you. I don't know how you're going to get to this. Oh, there's a path right there. And then I think the cement silo would probably be a nice thing to have ready nearby to go. All right. That's what we're going to do there. And then Mr. Haggy, I believe... Oh, I think we're going to stay in 1935. Horses have been checked into the pre-public beta testing branch, which means, just judging by the things that have popped up since then, still a month or so away. It is, what is right now? It is November 20th. So maybe Peter is going to make his promise right that it will come out for Christmas. It is an early start DLC expansion, plus a couple other things from what I heard. I haven't actually played it. Just busy. But I'm excited for it, and I would really love it if we can integrate them. I mean, we don't have that many better cars running around anywhere, and there are probably some mechanics that will be interesting enough. So I'm kind of hoping that we can use the horses for something in this playthrough. If all the vehicles are already way OP for that, then that's too bad. Just the way it is, but for right now, I am still hoping that that's going to kind of work out for us in some way, shape, or form. Hard to say for sure, but we'll be okay. Bitumen. Okay, we have all these things already here. We don't have power yet. How about you just get power organized, because that may unlock the next big thing. Great thinking. I like the way you think. Good, because you don't have a choice. Yes. There is a power line already running out here. Good, I don't have to build that. I was about to. I'm glad I didn't. And you run all the way out here, and then you have a double connector that's not connected yet. That's very good to see. 13 megawatts must be enough. I don't see any reason why we need more for that. Construction office 8. Make something happen here. And then, small power. We have all of these guys. They're not doing anything. Okay. We're going to run the first power line just here and then see what happens afterwards. That's kind of my plan. Sounds good to me. Trash. Do you need trash collection in this area? Yes, you absolutely do. Okay, let's go check. Big stand. Garbage collection. Because of how stuff works, they don't like to show me all the footpath connections that we get for free, but this one should take care of that. We have this guy that right now has a footpath connection here and a factory connection right here. I think this was also pointed out by one of the viewers. Much appreciated, as usual. You have no idea. This actually looks like I need to turn that into a waste transfer station. I don't know that we need a big one. But this, just having one here, I'm just going to make it a big one if this is already going to fit really awkwardly in here. Sure. Do you have to? What's your point here? Why do you need a big one? Because it's a rare construction office, and when they do produce waste, they produce a lot of waste. Sure. Do we all have to suffer for that? Yeah, this is fine. If you do end up having to take down a whole rare construction site, then this is probably appropriate, and that's what we're going to go with. You, please go there, and then you go here, and that should still be in footpath connection. Everyone should be happy. Great. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate all your comments. I'm not kidding. Good. What else? So you have trash here. So you were trying to talk about power. Okay, let's get power in here and go from there. There is... This doesn't feel like a bad place at all. Yep, it's really kind of connecting to everything. It would be nice if we can get food in there and all our rail construction offices at the same time. And all our stations. The only station that I don't think we need is this silo over here that can stay unoccupied for a moment. So I think I'm going to plop this one down here because it covers everyone, and then there will be another one closer to where the actual city is going to be that will cover the meat storage, meat locker right around the corner too, so that should be fine. I don't see us needing 2.35 volts, megawatts at this point, so this guy should be able to provide us with everything that we would ever desire. Let's jump you to the other side of the road here. Run over there. That looks fine. Run over here on the other side of the rail. And over all of this. Maybe this even looks pretty. Hard to say. And then you can join your friends, the big power lines, and jump right into there. Beautiful. It's done it. Cool. Construction office, please. This is your next job. Very good. So concentrate on those two. Our rail crane is just sitting here not doing anything, which tells me there's not enough people currently working on something. Now it's started moving again. That's great. But I think we may deserve another bus. Hey, you. How many buses do you have? One. Hey, can we have another bus, please? Well, not from those guys. Not from these transporters. Not from those transporters. And then I don't know that I have any other free buses sitting around somewhere. That's a distribution office. That doesn't count. No, I don't think I see another bus running around anywhere, but I would like one more just to make sure that we can actually get the things done that I want. I think this is the bus that we already had. Where is our friend? You're coming from right there. That's great. I'm gonna pause the game, left control, click on this guy, and then you should know where you're supposed to go. There you go. Bus platform at Rare Construction Office. Beautiful. You just go in here because that was your old target. Then I have to send you out again. Perfect. That was annoying. I thought it would just go by itself, but it didn't. Cool. I saw something a little concerning because the chemicals here was full, but maybe that's fine. Maybe I should increase this a little bit because if it all gets delivered by train anyways, that may be problematic. Cannot store export fabric. Interesting. Very interesting, because these are not running that empty. But maybe I should consider just moving some fabric around as well. Maybe not with... Fabric does make money. Does make really good money, actually. I just don't know that that's what I want to use for what we need to do here. Those guys just have to produce a little faster. That would be great. Actually, if you just reduce the workforce here by 10%, maybe that will take care of everything that you need. At least we get money for the chemicals that we no longer require to produce more of that stuff. So that must be worth something. I think it is. How are we doing over here? There's some bio-waste. Good. How are we doing over here? That's not enough cows. How are we doing over here? 34 people. And we have everything that we would ever want. Very good. And then you have a ton of boards just sitting there forever and ever and ever. And I'm pretty sure we already set this up to export at the border. Just judging by no boards on board. No, 52 tons of boards. That's like nothing. If you actually want to export boards, you need to do a little more than that. But it's fine. So they can do what they wanted to do. Construction here is happening. We just don't have a train line yet connected to bring us out. This is very frustrating that we're still not there yet. But the extra manpower that we brought in here should help with more constant construction a little more than the single train can do. I will enable line spacing just for this one because it's not that far of a distance to drive for them. So that should be fine. Happiness is 71%. Anything I should consider? Unable to drink alcohol. Lack of meat. Just for 3 people. Starving 7 people. No culture. Not sure why you have any of those problems because this one is not overflowing and we have meat. That's a good thing. Is this one overflowing? Nope. And we have meat. Okay, maybe it's an old notification from before. That is, I guess, okay. Let's concentrate on the city again. There was a comment for someone that wanted the tram line, going between all the industries and all the different factories, but also to the industry over here that was our coal ore output. But that... I don't see me doing that right now. I like the cableway that I put in here, and it seems to work. So that must be worth something. So let's leave that alone because it's probably working. Okay. Next thing then. They also wanted a circle for the city. Normally, I only employ that when we need public transit in the city. And public transit in the city, I don't like to mix with normal transportation for workers if I don't have to. Well, I should say I know that that's not a great idea. I do it a lot, but I know it's not a great idea. So I think this can stay where it is. There's also the concern that whatever the mine is going to produce is going to totally overload all of this. Which may be true, but my hope is that we can make it out of here alive enough. Maybe you need a cargo station next to it, and then that will alleviate your problem just a little bit. I don't hate that idea, cargo station here, but if I do a cargo station here, I may take it away from whatever's going on out there. Okay, well, we'll start changing what you have here just a little bit before we get too much into anything else. That really just translates to this guy probably will have a factory connection that can go around the corner here. No problem. Then we're going to get a simple light road cargo station. I'm actually going to pick the big one on purpose, and there's only one with 6. There you go. That's the big one on purpose. You go right over here. That crane is going to leave us, or that excavator is going to leave us. No, it's not. You're actually staying there. And now it should be pretty simple to get our... now it's going to leave us. Great. Now I did it. I was right after all. We're just going to hook it up like this. So whatever waste gets transported here from the mines has a relatively easy way to get out of the city without overloading our normal road network all the time. So that should be good. You are going the correct direction. I am proud of you. Are we going to get here by the end of the episodes? No. The bridge is going to take so much time, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. But the thing is, once these are all turned on, and I think this one is supposed to be fuel, bitumen is supposed to get delivered in here. Yeah, and then cement obviously there. That should all be okay. What you were saying? We need trains to deliver all this stuff, and that will probably turn on the rail distribution office. And to turn on the rail distribution office, we should actually get a second rail crane so we can get started on building out this stuff out here, even though it's not even constructed yet. So that's that. Yeah, we can't really do much there. Leave it alone. Plan your city. Why aren't you? Tram goes in here. This is the market hall. The market hall, when you talked about it, you wanted to use the cargo or the road cargo station to connect to this thing, so life is hopefully a little easier, but then you never actually make that connection. There are buses running over here, potentially. What buses are going to run here? I don't know. I think that station's just there. The bus station is just there to enable potential for someone's going to drive through there at some point. But I don't know what that is yet. So we'll see how that plays out. I wanted to actually place this road cargo station here, but when I do, I'm a little worried about all the footpath connections that I'm going to block and never get back. So placing you on this side makes me feel a little more at ease. But we did talk about how the food actually comes from there. So actually having this connection right here would make the most sense, but that would mean we have to move something around. Just a little bit, or you wiggle this one in here. I think wiggling this one in here, moving the cinema over just a little bit should be the easiest of options, and then we can actually start planning the rest of what the city is supposed to be. Is that? Yep, that's perfect. That was a lot faster than I actually expected, so that's cool. Let's get some vitamins going. Let's get some water going. Yep, there's definitely water in there. And run over here. Okay, you just destroyed a theater. Got it. Let's build this road, and then we want a theater somewhere in this area. Got it. State infrastructure, probably. Small headquarters? No. University? Nope. Residential building. Cinema. Theater. You said theater. Well, do you want this one? I think this one's what I wanted. I think this one's what we had. I don't fully remember, but now it's there, and I do think we probably can get a footpath at least really close to the road that we already have running there, so this should make life a little easier. And these guys can connect to something. Look at that. Looks like I planned it. Cool. You can connect to this. I will get you a real road connection so you actually can get started to be built relatively soon. Not yet. Okay, so we have some culture. Great. Do you want a gallery of art? I don't know that I want a gallery. A Republic Theater is also a little larger than what I would like. Would be cool right here next to the construction offices. No, not really cool. Right here, sightseeing. Like the towers seem to be something that usually works out pretty well, but my side towers are not quite unlocked yet, so that's not very helpful. So we have a cinema and that. That's not going to happen then. Palace of Sports. Indoor pool or sports hall. I like sports hall. This is supposed to be a relatively large city, so we may as well pretend that it really is relatively large with a couple larger buildings placed somewhere. I don't know that this one's completely necessary, but I'm going to place it anyways because it fits right between the roads, so that's totally fine. Traffic jam. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to ignore that. Okay. Next. You have those. Good. You have no residential buildings. That's for later. You have a shopping center. You don't have a booze place. You have no TV or radio. We have a radio station here. I kind of want to build this, but I will build it probably further out in the mountains, just to provide a little bit extra workspace. So that may be okay. All right, well, let's move on then. Clinic. This one will definitely need a hospital. Okay, now you're getting into a situation where this is not ideal anymore for how you have things set up, because you actually want most of your residential stuff to be in walking range of all the stations over here. And if I put the sports hall there, that is not happening. I want to stay within like 300 meters walking range ideally. I would like to use some brick walking roads. That would be cool. Are you able to work on this? I know there was talk about this thing not being able to do something. Where are you? You just built that thing for some reason. Okay, Control H, go home. And then where are you going? Are you going to take the bridge, or what's your next thing? Where's this? Okay, it is this. Very good. Highest priority, get it done. Should be able to build it. That's what I wanted to see. But yes, I like having the shopping center right in the center of town and in walking range of most of the stations, because the stations effectively just expand people's walking range. There's a lot of other theory behind that, but they will do that and other things that are not as good. But it helps. But then the sports hall should be in range of this thing. Honestly, if you can fit most of the things people have to walk to right here, you may be pretty well off. Okay, if I want to do that, I cannot have this footpath right here smack dab in the middle of all the things, because that's just not going to work out very well. All right, let's move back to sport then. A smaller sports hall? How much smaller? 10 to 7, 7 to 140. That's actually pretty good. And then you have 30 to 210. I would really like to use that. It looks like a really cool building. F2 will show me the contour lines of where I can't actually build anything useful. I just like the building. And it just has to be kind of in range of the bus stations and tram stations that I have. And here, it is in range of all that. It's not going to be in range of the one on the far right. I may just have to add another sports-centric thingamabob and then hope that that kind of works out. We're right on the cliffside, which is also a cool place for this. Maybe. Height from center? Sure. That's your center. Is this going to work? It's going to take forever if you do it this way. Alright, maybe that building is just not meant to be to go here, or is that road just wrong and in the way? It wants to build here, but I think it's going to terraform things in a way that I don't fully appreciate, but I may just have to move the road around a little bit, and then everyone should be happy. Kind of want this here. Looks like a cool building overlooking the cliff. I don't know what we're going to put down there. Maybe a waste burning facility, something like that. That'd be cool. But for right now, I just want to build this thing. Okay, excavators, do your thing. And green! Technically, it's working. I am not 100% convinced that my footpath access is going to exist. Too steep of a descent. Still too steep. That's not helpful. Go away. You? Nope. You? Definitely. Yeah, this is going to work and has a roller coaster feeling for the footpath access, so that's kind of cool. I don't think this building is necessary, and I don't think this is the prettiest city ever, but it will work. It will do the things that we want it to do. Yeah, it surely will. How about you continue with placing the things that you wanted to have over here in the places where you wanted to have them, which the hospital is one of those places. I think if I just plop you kind of over here, you have a pretty good chance of just getting a good road connection through all of this that will also exist as a shortcut for whoever dares to shortcut through there. Come on, green. F4 to undo the snapping. And then you come out and you come over here. You could have done a little bit of terraforming there, but I decided not to. So there's that. Fire station. Definitely. Putting this one further out here actually feels good, because I'm pretty sure that this one will have a chance to help the Steel Valley area with a little bit of fire protection, so that feels nice. Kindergarten, sure, we'll get there. Orphanage, university, definitely need that. Police station, we don't really have a choice. It has to be the big one, so that's what we're doing here. Plop you right there. Secret police is probably going to show up here at some point, and wouldn't be surprised if this is the first city where that is a thing. So now we have all of the utilities that needed to be somewhere placed here. So far, so good. Let's get a ooh. I don't know why this belongs here, but the White House is cool. The Tower of London. How many university students can you fit in here? 20, 20, 60. Small headquarters. Wow. This one's already bigger. I think this one's the right building for here. I know that we already have one of these, but you kind of do need a university pretty much everywhere. So we may as well use one that looks interesting and pretty. Is it really interesting if you had it almost everywhere already? Great question. I don't know. You're not going to get through there. Okay. Does that change any of your planning if you can't actually get through there to here? I don't think so, because these should all still have relatively good access to everything. Because this guy probably has access to all of those buildings, very good, and then this guy will have access to everything else. And at some point, you cannot ask for more. You go here, make that a little more round. There's a connection, and everyone should be somewhat happy. You can also connect to something. All right, that's university's done. Okay, let's assign that. What's the next then? The next then is, did you build the road yet? No, you have not built that road or that rail. You haven't built this one yet. You also haven't built this. What do you actually need? Why wasn't this built yet? You have effectively everything. Oh, the crane wasn't here yet. Interesting. Well, pick the far away crane. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbled in this case. We have 4,600 people. I like to see that number. Okay. Utilities. We're not ready for utilities yet. We have the we have a university. We have a police station. We don't have a secret police yet. We have enough prison space. We don't need that. City accounting office is such a... You don't need it for anything. It doesn't help you all that much, but it does give you a couple stats that you can't get any other way after you have more than one city. So let's just get this one in here. If someone decides to work here, I will allow that. And voila. Everyone's connected, and you should just connect to here. Very good. This obviously screams monuments. Which monument would you like to place? This is a cool building. Can't argue that. But I don't know that I want that. Plus, I don't even know that it has any loyalty bonus. Oh no, this one does. Just the world monuments that don't. Big Ben, yes. I would love to place that. But it doesn't do anything for me, so I don't want to place it. The Kiev Independent. Oh yeah, this is the place for that. Love it. Where do you want to look? You want to look this way. Okay. You're gonna go right here, just like you're supposed to. Love it. I don't think this is a shortcut. When someone walks through there, you're not gonna get a little bit of movement speed back or movement length distance, so don't have to do anything else there. I think outside of utilities, that's pretty much all we needed. Yeah, well, there's technical service office. You need most of these buildings. Actually, let's go look at what construction office 8 is actually currently doing. That would be this one. You do have a handful assigned to you. I think I can leave you alone then. The mine is 12% done. Yeah, that one takes forever to actually get it built, so that's super exciting. You do not have a fire station anywhere in this area. That should concern you a little bit. Also, I'm not 100% sure that a fire station anywhere in this area actually has the ability to get up this hill on the footpaths. So instead of hoping that nothing goes wrong, let's just build a really crazy up ramp and let them handle it with care. Handle it with that? Sure. Fire station, regular fire station 2 should be sufficient. If I can fit you anywhere in a small little pocket, that will be ideal. I don't see me doing that. This one is too far away from the access road that I just built. This one has a bunch of stuff going on. This one has footpaths that are now in the way. Sure. I'll plop you here. You have water, you have sewage, you have power. No problems there. If construction office wouldn't mind to just get started on that one, then we can potentially turn on power relatively soon to this area and then actually get some coal and other things in. I think I would like that. Good. How you doing? 40 people. How you doing? Okay, the train is doing its thing. that's the power of a train, trying to export things relatively quickly. But now we have a city core built that is really on the edge of the city, but that is fine. Everyone can go there, so now we're just going to build the actual city part around all of that. What I don't like anymore is this road connection, because if the city is going to be a half arch that goes around here, then this should be... But there's a mountain. There's a mountain. This was fine. The way it was totally fine. There's no real reason to make this different. True, maybe you can put something on the mountain when you're done with it. Also true, what I would really like to do actually... No, stop. I don't want this road anymore. What I would really like to do is get another connection to the road and just have a lot of buildings effectively on the inside of this. So you would go there. You definitely would not try to go downhill like you were just doing. Yeah, this one. This enshrines and circles what we have for the city. All vehicles, all trash vehicles, etc., should have good enough access to everything that they want. And we can definitely fit a couple city buildings in there. Okay, before I build city buildings, I need to go check again. How many people that we need here? I just know it's like 125 for this one, so 300 for that, 500 for the steel mill, 800 for that. We had 1100 now. The rest is not a lot, so let's call it 1300 for this section, and then another... Is this 2? Yeah, this is 2 coal mines. So another 600 for here, so we need about 2,000 people for that whole region to actually run this thing. Plus whatever we have here, so it's really just 3,000... No, 3,000 people? Hold on. Hold up. No. Yeah. That's not right, because the steel mill alone needs 1,500 people total. Not 500. So let's do that math again. 500. Yes. 600. Yes. Maybe 700 for the suppliers. And then, okay, 800 for this one. Plus another 200 here. So we're at 1,000. So we at least need 3,000 plus supply people. So let's build this for 4,000. 4,000 people is the goal of the buildings that we want to run through here. That does mean we want relatively big ones. 75% quality of flats. It's just not big enough for me right now. I cannot really afford that. These are all 80. 210 workers. Did we build this one yet? Is that the one that we have over here? Nope. It's a different building. Perfect. All right. What I would like to do, what I generally like to do, is angle them a little bit. Spreads them out just a little bit, and I feel like I see this a lot in pictures, so I kind of feel that it's okay to go at an angle like this. The problem sometimes with these angles is that it makes placing anything else relatively hard. But here you are, a couple angles here and then there's one more at the top here, and we get some monuments built wherever they belong. But these are 200, 210. Cool. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We are halfway to the numbers that we needed for just the industries. So that's cool. Let's build a quad sector right here. I am totally happy building the whole city with just one type of building. That's no problem for B-Ball Joe at all. So we were at 14. So we're now at 22. And let's continue this angle a little more. This one may just have to squeeze in just a little bit. You can just move the road. Move the road. Otherwise this looks funny. Okay, let's move the road. Moving the road. From there to there. Disappear. Get me the residential building of my dreams. Perfect. And game saved. Thank you. That one, and then this one. And the road just has to go around all of this. And now we added another 1,600. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 times 210 is over 3,000 citizens. So that is good. We still need a few hundred more, but really not that many. And this work block looks interesting, but they're also really centered around the tram stop that's over here, but they're not very centered around this. They won't have access to that. That makes me a little nervous, and I think I just have to address that by adding another large bus stop in the area that can funnel them to the small cableway stations. You only have one, because the other one's a tram station. Good. This one can handle, what, 600 people, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think I will need another bus station in here just so I can handle the amount of people that I want to handle through here. This would be nice, but that's not going to work, so not the bus platform. Maybe it has to be the bus platform. You can't fit this anywhere. Okay. What options do we have? We have this big one. It's a long one. This actually would fit quite nice right here. And it would give us the opportunity to add more buses and more help to bring people to the Steel Valley. And I do not mind that at all, actually. So maybe we'll do this. You would go there. You ideally connect anywhere here. Yes, that will work. So now there's a footpath connection established. Very nice. Can you get out here? Yes, yes you can. So you would go something like this. And then we did destroy the fire station. So let's get that one back in. Not the small one. I would like the slightly bigger one. Thank you. I still think it looks better on this side. Just gives us some room there to do something nefarious. That shouldn't be a problem. And then you go here, and we don't have enough room to get footpath connections through these roads. Don't love that. Also, I don't know. Yeah, this one right now doesn't have any connection to where I actually want you to go, which is not great. You have to take a shortcut through this because there is a factory connection in a funky place that I don't want to be in. And then from there, do you have any footpath connections? Still, no. If I assign you, you still don't have anything, right? Do you have any footpath connections? You can go 327 meters to there. Yeah, they're not trying to take this route, which is not super helpful. Let's take the road back. Gravel road for now. And put this one closer to one of the edges. That should be good. That one is not helpful. Okay, take all of this back. All of this back. All of this back. Number 2. That should be fine. Now this one goes here. And now, still don't have one. Okay. Himuda has shown a trick for that. You just start here. You click shift. You pull it back just a little bit. It's trying to connect to something funny. Maybe F4. No, F4 was off. So that was fine. Normally, you're supposed to be able to run a shorter bit of road out here. So that's 13 meters. Is it control? No, control just hides everything. It just wants to do funny turns. I don't want you to do funny turns. It's not super helpful. Let's just do this. This is easier. If I let you show me where you have your connectors. So there's a road connection that you can't get in here. Great. Go through there. Footpath connection right here and here. That's fine. Now the road connection. I saw it. There was a road connection right here. This is all I wanted. I just wanted enough room to have a footpath go through there because that one should help get all the access that I wanted from here. You may say that we don't get that connection now. That's true. So let's do this just to make it look right. That goes here. Road goes here. And then road goes here. Easy enough. Get rid of this. Footpath can come down here. And then you would just get an easy footpath connection right in there. Actually, you would get an easy footpath connection down here. And you just kind of splice in there. That all feels good. They already have a connection. That feels all right. You would go over here. That one probably needs to have a better footpath connectivity like this. And now, if we ask this guy if you have a connection, it will say, what? Great. If you're not in walking range of this thing, then we have not gained absolutely anything. Are you in walking range of that thing? You are technically in walking range, but also just barely. Barely in walking range. Okay. We can't really do anything about that. This one, technically, we could push a little closer to what it is right now. But that's not really going to give us what we're looking for. That one can connect to there. This one can connect through here. That's university right there. And then we talk to this guy again. It's again just saying it can barely make it there. The problem is it's not showing us the other connections until the roads are actually built, which is not the end of the world. But I think... well, since we know that this bus stop over here is connected, in fact, to our bus stop down there, and this connection then has all the other connections that we care about, it's pretty easy to just send people from here to this bus stop and they will take care of things for us from there. Maybe that's good enough for right now. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Let's go here. And then, yeah, that's nice. Actually, that adds some character to the road. Let's do that. Okay, what did we say? We said we are at 15 buildings. Just barely 3,000 citizens have now received room in this humble little town. Which is not enough yet. We still need about 1,000 more. Where are we going to get them from and where are they going to live? I don't know. This is an interesting building. I don't mind placing a couple of these. What's the size on this one? Size is 150, so 300. Turn this a little bit with the curve. 300, 600 will be this one. Come on. 600. These are the higher earning individuals, obviously, because they get to live in the fancy towns. Town buildings, townhouses, towns, tauntauns. No, that's something different. Okay, what do we have here? 300, 600, 900. So we're pretty close to the 1,000 that we actually needed. Now we are at about 1,200. And we may as well continue this. A question that you should probably ask yourself is, are these all too far away? Normally or often, I say normally, I obviously didn't do it this time. Often, I like to put a circle around what I'm trying to build to give me a reference point of how far I can build away from it. I didn't do that this time, and I'm already regretting it. So that's wonderful. Do you want to cooperate? Yes, you do. So if you would go all the way down here, you kind of connect to this thing, but there's not a true station that you're actually connecting to from this side, which is a little worrisome. It's not the end of the world yet, but let's get a couple more station connections while we're in the area. How about just go to there? Then go circle-ish to here, and then you hop in here, and then you go there. What can you connect to? You can connect to our new big station, and you cannot connect to any of the other stations, but you can go to everything over here, which makes me think this should be totally fine. This should be totally fine. Now let's just run a straight line through there. Beautiful. Yeah. Footpaths are important, so let's run those through here quickly. But I think we effectively have everyone connected, and even if we have one that's probably not connected, which inevitably I am pretty sure that we have one that is not connected, we can probably find a way to get a quick bus station in there as well. Okay, so you. Yeah, this should work. Okay, so I think we have the citizen buildings for now. They have to build a lot of this, but I would like to build it when the reconstruction's done. Wow, I'm actually surprised that thing is almost done. I'm also a little surprised that we have a little bit of money in the bank. That's nice. I'm a little unhappy that we have unable to practice sports. Why? Death of a child. Okay, prison. Unable to drink alcohol. We're out of booze too much. Okay. Would you like to provide more booze? I mean, all we need is more workers here then. Let's make that 20 and see how it goes. This number is not really changed. So let's reduce that. How's this going? Okay. Price level. Rating for hotels not great. These seem to be okay. This was never built. Construction group 1 and 2 and 3, maybe. I don't even know. Help with that. These buildings need to be built back up, please and thank you. 1, 2, and 3. Don't even know what they are. Not that many prisoners, but garbage is overflowing. Let's check on what that translates to. This doesn't seem to be the problem. They're slowly but surely catching up on this. However, I never switched this one around. Oh, this one's not built yet either. Construction office 4. Can you please make that a thing? Make this a thing at the same time. Oh, so many things to build. That's a little wild. But that's just how this usually works, so that's fine. I think I'm getting a hang of what I'm trying to do again, which is a good thing, probably. But yeah, there's just so much more to build. I would like to do some more trains, but it's really not the time yet, because everything is doing what I need it to do. I don't need any more chemicals anywhere, I just need to sell them whenever they're available. And it looks like they're doing just that. How you doing, buddy? You have... Oh. Oh no, this should be fine. Because it does pick up boards relatively early, so it's actually doing the thing that I need it to do. What do you guys want to do? Power lines, this one, airport infrastructure, engineering study, bauxite. Yeah, bauxite sounds good. Advanced hotel standards. Sure, why not? We'll get a nicer hotel down the road at some point. Everyone likes that. Okay, what do we have missing? We have missing utilities. We don't have power. We don't have water. We don't have sewage. That can just go... This is too close. But probably over here at the mouth. Well, these may be actually too close. Maybe across the street? Maybe just down here. Maybe just run it down there because there's more sewage that these guys have to also dispose somewhere. And that's too far away for any maintenance or anything like that. So I don't think we're going to go that far. But yeah, we need utilities, we need water, we need waste, power, no heat, and then tram connections, etc., etc. But this is starting to become a pretty good-sized town, and that's exciting enough. Okay, that's fine. That's all we have for right now. There's more to do. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again when I see you next time when we play this again. Hopefully sooner than I normally do. And hopefully more frequently than I have been in the last few weeks. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.